Hey class, how's it going? As you know, one of the things that we're trying to accomplish for our objective today is that I can generate research questions. In order to do an information writing piece, you have to complete research, and part of this lesson is to come up with ways that you can create questions so that you can effectively search for information. So, if you look at your interest survey, this is an example of one student's interest survey, but this person likes to read mystery adventure books. What types of TV programs? Informal, because they fill you in on what you do not know about jobs. My favorite thing in school is math because numbers fascinate me. What kind of things have you collected? So I've collected model planes, cars, seashells, those kind of things. If you could talk to one person, this person would like to talk to John F. Kennedy and tell him about the assassination, how he could avoid it. Ask him if he ever thought about being president when he was little, how he got there and why. So some questions for John F. Kennedy. So basically what I'm trying to point out to you is this survey is just to generate a list of things that you're already interested in. And so what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to look over your list and you can come up with things. So like this person might really enjoy doing some research about a particular car company. Now, the key to this is not picking something that's too narrow or too broad. You don't want like cars as your topic. That's too broad. There's a gazillion cars, a gazillion facts about cars. You don't want to research cars. You could research maybe a particular car company like General Motors, Ferrari, or something like that. Kind of narrow it down. Maybe talk about a few of the cars they've created, also about the history and kind of where they're currently at. So to give you some research points essentially. But you don't want it to be too broad. You don't want it to be too narrow. So you don't want to pick, a Ferrari Spider. That's very specific. Or you don't want to pick. You don't want to say like, when was Herbert Hoover born? Because that's got one answer to it. And so when you're creating research questions and you're creating a research topic, you want something that has a multitude of different answers. So to give you some research to be able to look at. Now, John F. Kennedy, I see that he put John F. Kennedy on here. That would be a great research topic. A person is a great research topic. You could find out where they were born, what their childhood was like, where they were raised, how they were raised. You can find out if they're dead or alive, like what they're currently doing. You can talk about why they're important in the first place. So I want you to look at your research interest survey. I want you to pick something off your research interest survey that isn't too broad or too narrow, and that will become your research topic. It's something that you're already interested in. Alright, so then after you look over your interest survey, you'll go to the next document. You will go to the Research Graphic Organizer. Okay, so you've determined your topic based off of your interest survey. Your topic goes in this first top box. So let's say that you chose John F. Kennedy. That's how you spell his name. So John F. Kennedy in the topic box. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more challenging. You've already created your topic. You got John F. Kennedy. Under here, this is question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5, question 6. Now, here's what's great about this. You can either do just 3 questions, but they have to be great questions, or you could do 6 questions, maybe do some research and only utilize 3 of them. But to come up with your questions, you have to use the other document that I've assigned you, and that is the Research KWL. Now, the Research KWL has 3 different categories. What you already know about the topic that you're about to study. So you may already have some background knowledge or information that you've studied previously about this person, and you can go ahead and list that here. Okay, so I know JFK was a president. Okay, and you can just keep adding information, just keep hitting enter. You know that JFK was a president. He was assassinated. Something like that. He was assassinated. All right. What else do we know? We know that he was married. He had children. Okay. So once you make a list, and you'll have more things in this, you can keep going about John F. Kennedy. Lee Harvey Oswald was the guy who assassinated him. So we already know this. What do you already know? So identify all the things that you already know. Now, what do you want to know about JFK? Well, I want to know about his childhood. I want to know about how he got into politics, his presidential race. Thank you, spell check. His presidential race. I want to also know about his presidential career. I want to also know about his death, because I know he's dead. Okay? So this last category, what you learned, you can't quite fill out yet because you haven't really learned a whole lot. So now that I've got this, I can go back and forth between this document and my graphic research document, my graphic organizer, and question 1. And I'm going to create a question now based off of the column what I want to know. Okay, so my first question is, what was John F. Kennedy's childhood like? And then I'm going to use this question. I can Google search this question, what was John F. Kennedy's childhood like, and I will get different documents, different websites. Now, after I do that, I could take notes off of that. I could take notes about where he was born. Okay. I could also take notes about how many siblings he had. I could find out where he grew up. I could find out about his parents. And this would all be about John F. Kennedy's childhood. That's question number 1. These are notes, things that I want to find out about his childhood. Okay? Then I can go back to my KWL chart, and I can say, okay, well, how did he get into politics? All right? So I could type in, what was JFK's political life like? Now, be careful researching JFK and his political lifestyle. You're probably not going to get a whole lot of good stuff, but, well, personal lifestyle, but as a president, you can find some good stuff, I'm sure. And then you can say, what laws did he pass? Did we go to war when he was president? So, a lot of ideas and notes stem from your questions. What was JFK's childhood like? What was JFK's political life like? And you could bounce back and forth between your research KWL and your graphic organizer to come up with or generate your research graphic organizer questions. And so I'm going to go back here and I can look up his presidential race. Okay, so how did his presidential race go? Okay, and I would really like to see you guys all come up with 6 questions and a few notes over kind of what you expect to get from that question, what information you want to learn from that question. Remember, guys, you have to do it, so you might as well pick something you're already interested in and something you're already curious about. After you're done with this, we could go into deeper detail tomorrow, but I really want you to get your interest survey filled out. I want you to look at your interest survey. I want you to complete your KWL, and then I want you to complete your graphic research organizer. Now, make sure once you complete all those on Google Classroom that you click I'm done. So I've got several people who are done with their interest survey, but they didn't click I'm done, so it's not submitted to me yet. So get that completed. All right, you guys have a great day, and I hope you have an easy time generating your research questions. Thanks. Have a great day.